Welcome to If These Walls Could Talk. I'm Wendy Stuart.
And I'm Tym Moss.
Really great to see you today, Tim. It's a scorcher out there with an air advisory. Oh my God, there's an air advisory.
Yep. Don't breathe too much.
Don't breathe. Stop breathing and listen to us. We hope you're all in the nice, cool air conditioning of your home or office and watching If These Walls Could Talk. Tim, how has life been treating you lately?
Good. Last Saturday, I went out to Queens, to Astoria, Queens, for the screening and the premiere of Once a Week for Life, which is a miniseries that I was in. I had a small role in it. So I covered the red carpet, and George Zoufalos is the director and the writer and the starred in it. So so that was fun. That was a long evening because they showed the entire miniseries, but it was very cool.
How many hours was that? My God.
Many. I got out there about 4 p.m. and it was over by about 10. So
are you kidding me? Was there food?
We had dinner in between. Like he had food, brought food in and stuff for us. But it was fun. I like George. I always like George. And let me see. And then yesterday I had a nice brunch with our friend Stu Matsuki. Yes. And then we took our friend Kit Blessing. We took him out because he's getting married next Saturday. So we took him out for a bachelor party downtown in the Village. So.
Oh my God, bachelor parties are always so much fun. Well, speaking of friends doing things, Jeffrey Vows, who is a singer and an actor who's been on the show. And we recently saw a show of his at the Chain Theater. It was his 65th birthday. And he had a get together at the Ukrainian restaurant on 10th Street. Have you ever been there?
Well, which at the Selco or the Ukrainian?
It's right, like it's through
you go inside the building and then hang a left. Right. Oh, I love that. Good food.
Because you feel like you're walking into an office building.
Yes.
It's like,
oh my God, it's good food.
The food was amazing. You know, they had pierogies and stuffed cabbage. The food was amazing. But unfortunately, when you eat that kind of food, it really weighs you down, right? And I had to go perform with the Imperial Court at Boxers. It was a show called Slay the Summer. I was not feeling summery in my too tight dress. With those pierogies sitting in my stomach, I'm like, this is a little secret, ladies and gentlemen, and anyone else who's listening. Performers don't usually eat at all before they perform. It's a terrible feeling. You just you can't seem to get the energy up if you do that. So it was called Slay the Summer. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not slaying anything up here. But certainly.
However, after a show, I am famished and I am just
well, it's all that adrenaline and you've shot your wad. Hal Gallery down here, I was in this project with the amazing Eva, who is
Eva,
a wonderful artist, and the project is called Wall of Emotion. Have you done it yet, Tim?
No.
Okay, well, she's casting it this week too. You could just go down a Howell, and she takes your picture and she gives you, what emotion are you feeling about what's going on now? And I picked hope. So there I was on the wall with a ton of my friends, and it was so much fun. She gave me my picture, and
oh, nice.
Yeah, it's great to be part of something that's artistic and political, and that all your friends are in as well, right?
Yep.
So definitely go try that, okay?
That sounds really cool, and I like Eva. She's fab.
Eva,
I'm not sure what their pronoun is, so.
She goes by she or they, or Eva. Yeah, definitely, and her Instagram is absolutely fabulous.
Now this Saturday I'm going to be hosting Bronx Pride, Apollonia Cruz's Bronx Pride, up at Crotona Park at the amphitheater there. So anybody in the Bronx or anybody come out. It's a lot of fun. It's in the afternoon from like 12 to 6 in the evening, and it's a lot of fun performers, a lot of fun people there. And then actually I forgot about another thing. On Wednesday, June 6th, we're doing a reading for the play Salvation.
Ah, great.
Salvation is an incredible play that was written by Kit Blessing, and we're doing it at Urban Stages. I'll have more information, and I'll be posting about it, because I would really like for everyone to kind of come out and see that, and then hopefully by next year we can put the play up. So
that's the plan. You said to put it up in the fall. And Tim, you said Wednesday, June. Did you mean July?
Oh, I'm sorry, Wednesday, August 6th.
It's awesome.
And then Thursday, August 7th, Wendy and Ike Belli are hosting a memorial for our dear friend Nick Ryan.
So, and we'll be talking about that as we go. I shot yesterday with the wonderful Quinn Lemley.
I love Quinn.
Out of Manhattan Studios, all the way there on the West Side, and her show is really great. It's called Behind the Stage. And she's been on our show, right? And it was great just sitting there and being interviewed with her, but it wasn't really like an interview. We just dished. We talked about the industry and people's expectations and how they try and put you in a box, and you have to create your own box.
Yep, that's for sure.
And sell it, right? Well, speaking of which, I met the most fabulous performer. I don't know how this is the first time I ever met them, but I was at Chelsea Table and Stage for the Phoenix 360 Pride Show, and my God, our guest was just so incredible. He sang. The choreographer was amazing, but more than that, the music was powerful. It was edgy. It was rap, but it was also a whole lot of other genres. And I'm like, where have you been all my life? And then I go online, I start reading what this person's done, and award after award, this album, this single, and then a full-length feature film, which we're going to talk about on here today. Without further ado, please put your hands together for the one and only Marck Angel.
Yay! Yay!
I just was so enamored with you that night. First of all, you all were great eye candy on that stage.
Oh, we can't hear you. Let's try.
While you guys and I was in backstage, I was like, I don't want to say anything on the mic. So. But me and the guys, we had a great time that night. We got that offer last minute, so we had to put together a quick show like in a week to try to get up there.
Wow.
There was nothing that looked like last minute about the show. It was sexy, it was exciting, the lyrics, the music, the whole thing was it was extremely powerful. You did a couple of numbers, so for the 11th hour you just totally turned it out.
Thank you. Most of the music has been from my first album, Angel Dust, but particularly most of it was from Seraphim, which is the newer project.
Your new project. Now, I think we can. Before we go back in history, I do want to talk up front about Seraphim, because that's your latest project. That started out as an album, right?
Yeah, it started as an album, but halfway while I was recording the album, it was like around 2020 time. We were supposed to come out with the album in 2020, but then COVID happened. So we had to delay it 2 years, but that gave me much more time to really curate the album and make it what you heard. So it did start as an album. I wanted it to be a socially conscious pop album. At first, it was only like 3 songs, but then as 2020 progressed, and you have all these Black people dying, all these queer people dying, all this environmental, so all the craziness that's been happening in the world, I was like, this probably needs a whole piece. So we came up with 14 songs. I wrote and produced and composed 11 out of the 14. The other played everything. The other 3 I wrote and produced with Swanee River, B-Dubs, and Josh Jenkins. And we came up with a 14 song symphony 4 parts, but it's all together. And then I just had a crazy idea. I was like, hey, I think I want to do something different this time. And they were like, what, you just want to come with a whole bunch of videos? No, I want to come with a feature film that encompasses all of the videos and all of the music and sort of put it together.
Brilliant idea.
And it was like looking around, I've seen Lemonade, I've seen, Rhythm Nation 1814, even Todrick Hall did Straight Out of Oz, but I wanted to do something current, something that's reflective of our current times, as well as the past, clearly, right? And just create something new and edgy and fun that's centered around a romance, really. And that's the way people kind of come in like, oh, it's romantic and it has good music. Yeah, but it also has a message. So
it has a political message in it as well. I think what I admire is how you're using your platform, not just for your music, but to get the messages out there about being Black, about being gay, and everything that happens. I listened to some of your interviews, and something came across really clear for me, that you lost some chances that you should have gotten because you were Black and because you were queer, and you're authentic, and you're going to talk about, you're going to do your thing. It made me think, why is it okay for like Little Nas to do that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's okay for some, but not okay for others. I've been dying to ask you this.
I think the difference between like the Lil Nas X's and the Saucy Santanas of the world and the guys who have actually made it is there's a Trojan horse effect to it. Like Lil Nas X, he wasn't gay when he came into the industry. He just happened to get a hit, and then it was like, oh, now I have the sort of the leverage to kind of be able to establish that. And Jay-Z backed him up, and he had all these backups. Frank Ocean, the same thing. Came in quote unquote straight, and then eventually came out. I think it's just been harder for folks who are on the forefront, who are like, I'm out automatically, and this is who I am, and this is what I represent. The music industry is very male dominated, particularly Black music is hip hop leaning and oriented. Hip hop music tends to be Black male leaning. And so
very straight. Hip hop to me has always
and very straight. Yeah.
Right.
Mind you, they grew out of the same house sort of diaspora, which is kind of weird, but one went one way and the other one still kind of stayed underground and with the gays. But hip hop tends to be very straight. The hip hop industry and R&B industry tend to be very straight. I have a friend named B Slade. Tim, B Slade. He actually was a gospel artist, a pop gospel artist, pop gospel R&B artist, and when he came out, they actually kicked him out of the church, so he went on to find his own thing. So he's one of the people that I'm inspired by, because even though he was quote unquote straight, but to have the nerve to come out in church music takes a lot. So I appreciate that there's this newfound like quote unquote gay is okay kind of, and it's kind of creeping in, but not as much as it should be.
No. I know, and now we have the double challenge of what is going on in the current administration. It's going to be people like you that will end up carrying the torch forward, and your music. Do you think that your music in particular, can help some of the divisions that we have?
Yeah, I mean, from the music to the film, it's not just Black music. It's not just gay music. It's music that has a message that touches humanity. The folks that have seen the film, particularly Black women and women, they're like, oh my gosh, you go through the same stuff with the guys. Yes. We all do, because it's human interaction. And at the end of the day, it's not just going to be gay people or Black people or women that get us over the hump. It's going to take everybody. So that's important,
Agree with you on
I agree. Firstly, I just want to say hello. It is wonderful seeing you after so many years. Oh my God.
Yes. Out music legacy.
But along that line, it's education. It's educating people. Like the community to see that, oh my God, he's just like me and has the same feelings as I do, and all that. That is kind of what our role in art is, in my opinion.
It's reflection. Like in talking to, and I know we'll probably get to the movie, but in talking to people in the film industry that are interested in the movie, and they're talking target market this and target audience, and for me it's like we're not trying to target a market. We're trying to be reflective of one. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we exist, you know, these stories exist, you know. I mean, all the Black gay guys I know, you know, they're urban, they live in the city, you know, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's, you know, this perception, and mind you, not that having something overly effeminate or overly DL sort of masculine hood is bad, but when we miss out on all the intersections in between,
Yeah.
that's the problem. We need to get more of that. Yeah. Because there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room and plenty of stories.
Well, we've been touching on Seraphim, and Wendy brought it up. You've been talking about it. Why don't we take a look at the trailer?
You have the trailer
for Seraphim, and we can talk a little bit more about that. How about that?
Sure.
Yes.
What powerful, powerful piece.
Thank you.
It's beautiful, it's violent, it's truthful,
Yeah.
and it makes you think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's riveting. Like even just a trailer, you don't take your eyes away from it for one.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just tell you something, Marck Angel. You are on to something here. I hope this film gets all the accolades that it deserves. And then you move on to your next one. I can't believe how accomplished you are at your career.
I'm so proud of you. Oh my God.
Thank you. It's always been just right there underneath, just right there. Every time there's, you know, I've been at the table with the labels, and you know, and even for this project, I had a couple of contracts that came across, which were major contracts, and we decided not to do it. I decided not to do it because I knew that if something in me said, if I do that, I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do, and I'm going to be upset. Yeah.
Good.
And I knew pitching it and all that, they would have been like, what? Yeah. So for me, it was just, no, I'm going to write it. I'm going to get with the crew that I've been working with for the last 10 years and say, this is what I want to do. Did all the choreography, me and Meech White, sat down for about 6 months and worked as a choreographer. I already had most of it done in my head because I've been writing the project, but working with him to kind of bridge some of the pieces together, fill in some of the gaps, add in some of his stuff, change up the styling a little bit. It's just been an amazing experience. I've had an incredible group of people that have worked dirt cheap in order to help do this because they believed in it. So
I
I'm
love that.
very happy.
Now, one of those people is Red. You've worked with Red for many years, right?
Yeah.
On videos.
Yeah, Red. I actually met Red via a Michael Jackson connection online.
Wow.
We were commenting on the same videos, and I pressed one of her comments, and it just so happened that she was a videographer, and at the time I was looking for a videographer to shoot for my Angel Dust album. I was going to shoot the video positions. And we just started talking back and forth, and I started looking at some of her stuff on YouTube, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's great. She has her eye is very different. It's very intimate. It's very sort of this kamikaze, guerrilla warfare sort of point of view. And so we did positions, and then pretty much every video since then we've done came to her with this idea. She was like, Mark, you know how long it's going to take? It's going to be crazy. And I was like, let's do it.
Right.
Yeah. And
but
so
that's the thing that's so cool is it might take time. It might added creative measures and all of that, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
And that's what I so appreciate for you of walking away from those tables of the labels.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard too.
They would have altered your vision.
I agree with Tim. What you have, first of all, is unique. There's no one out there doing exactly what you're doing, number one. And you have your own power because these are your projects. You cannot let anyone give it away. And you're building the good ship lollipop around yourself. So that is yours. Nobody else's. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. That's what will get your stuff out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You found Red from a comment on a, come on.
Yeah, that's divine intervention. I had nothing to do with it. all of this stuff, none of it. Yeah.
The fact that you called your film Seraphim, that's a six-winged angel, right?
Yeah.
That face is covered because they can't interact directly with God.
Yeah.
The light from God is way more powerful, man. What light is speaking to you?
Thank you for that. That you're the first interview who actually did the full research. I mean, most people know that it's Angel of Fire, and it's an exalted angel, and it's one of the I guess in heaven there's an angel hierarchy, and Seraphim was one of the highest ones, and they sing and they chant holy is God, but they can't look at him. I mean, you're not supposed to, right? How that got started was it's a whole with Light Up the Darkness. That started from the Bob Marley saying, he said in one interview, I think he had gotten shot, and he still wanted to do the show a couple of days later and said, no, I'm still going to do the show. And he said, if we don't light up the darkness, the powers of evil, they're not going to stop. So we have to always continue, even in the darkest moments, to light up the darkness. And so that attached with Marck Angel, it just seemed to work. And I wanted to say, each one of us has our own individual light, and it's our responsibility of how much that we want to show it or shine it. And what I wanted to do with this album is hopefully inspire people, regardless of whether it's through music or dance or romance, or through the political messages, to still each day you walk outside to light up the darkness as much as possible, because it's a lot of it out there. And that's the long story short. Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's wonderful.
When did your divine connection start? Because everything that you're about is coming from there. How old were you?
I'm a church boy. Like, we were in church every Sunday in Harlem. Like, I'm originally born and raised in New York, Queens, then Long Island, and my grandma lived in Harlem. And so every Sunday we would go up to Greater File Chapel Baptist Church on 155th Street. And that's where I kind of learned about God. And, my mother would sit down and pray with me every night. I still pray about 4 or 5 times a day. I literally stop and pray. It's that consistent connection that's there. Also my life experiences. I almost lost my life at one point. We can go into that later.
Wow.
I almost lost my life.
There's so much here, Mark.
Yeah. from a domestic partner.
Okay.
Oh,
And
goodness.
that's what the Angel Dust album was about. And that kind of got me into saying, no, I want to do this. Music is my first love and I want to do it. So that to me was the moment that I said, you know what? I'm going to pursue this music as much and as hard as I possibly can and do what I love, because you never know when you're going to be out of here. And I want to make sure that I do as much as God's works as possible while I'm here, you know, because you never know. So not to say, you know, but that just was a wake up moment, whether it's 80 years or 8 seconds, you know, take every second and do what you love. And so that's to answer your question, Wendy, to be honest. I mean, yes, the spiritual journey has been since I was a child, but that was the I guess the pivotal moment, sort of the milestone that said, yeah, do the work, do your work.
It comes out through your music. When I first listened to Angel Dust, I was, you know, listening for the dusting part of it, right? And I'm like, I don't know what this is about at all.
Well, that was a tongue-in-cheek way of saying be high on yourself. Yeah. And leave them in the dust. Exactly.
Them behind and be high on your accomplishments and who you are and what you could do. But it's a great catchy name.
Thank you.
Now, Wings, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Wings, was that speaking of angels, and now was that from Angel Dust? Or?
No, that's from this project, Seraphim.
Oh,
that's from the new project. Okay. Yeah, that's from the new project.
Because one of the things I love about that video is the locations that you walk outside on the street and everybody's out doing the move, and that's fucking fierce. And then you're down in the subway station and you're doing. How did you coordinate that? Was it just late night shoot?
Divine intervention again.
I love it.
So growing up with Michael Jackson, I wanted to do. I remember watching Bad.
Yes.
And I thought, oh my gosh,
that's what it reminded me of. Yeah.
To shoot a video in a subway would be so dope one day when you grow up and you become a singer, Mark. And so with this project, being that Bad is also an inspiration for the Seraphim album, because like I said, I looked at Rhythm Nation, I looked at Bad, I looked at Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, I looked at the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, like all of those albums, even Madonna stuff, all of those Prince stuff, all of those albums that are danceable music, but they give a positive message. So Bad was one of those songs, Bad was one of those videos, and I kind of wanted to do my version of that for this video. And mind you, it sort of has a little slice in it because, you know, it's quote unquote the Underground Railroad, right? So here I am, the Harriet Tubman leading my dances through the Underground Railroad.
I love that.
Yes, all those things we thought about going. Oh, that would be cute. That would be cute to put in there. All the little research and the little Easter eggs. And so my friend Brian B-Dubs, who actually helped me write one of the songs of the album, he's a creative coordinator for the album. He was like, you want to use a subway station? Let's site locate this subway station. I go there. There's hardly anybody there. But if you shoot that, oh my gosh, you put me right on. It's in
that's
Brooklyn.
Okay, because I was trying to see the signs and I was like, I don't know what station that is.
I can see it in my head. Oh, please forgive me, Brooklyn. Brooklyn's like, you don't know it. You
and I are on the subway all the time. Do you remember the train line at all? I live on the subway.
Right. Yeah. You just but it's in Brooklyn. Right off of Crown Heights. I just can't think of the station right now. And he was like, shoot between if you go after 10. So we shot between 10 and 3, and there was barely anybody in there. Yeah, we did get a couple of in the film. There's a gun scene, which we didn't shoot the same night that we shot the video, right? So we shot the dramatic scene separately, and when we did shoot during the daytime because we had to, it was, because of schedules. Some people did stop with the acting scenes because they did think that there's a scene with a cop where a cop kind of accosts us. And people were stopping like, hey, and we're like, no, we're shooting.
Hey, you almost need a sign that says we're just acting.
Right.
I never thought about that. Like, how do you shoot something like that with people around?
And we did have real cops come up to us, but we told them we were NYU film students, and they were like,
perfect.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because you need you need permits and all that stuff. So be careful.
Absolutely.
Who's ever shooting, you need permits.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering when I saw all those location shots. I was like, how did you shoot this? But renegade shooting, love it. I love it.
And Justice, which we talked about before, was shot in my cousin's house. We shot it in the basement and in his garage.
Wow.
And backyard. Yeah.
I know Red is your director. Who is your cinematographer? Do you use different ones, or it's been the same person?
Well, so I give Red the director credit because she is the one who's holding the camera. And actually, you know, when I'm doing the quote unquote acting, she's telling me what to do. But in regards to setting up the scene, I would be considered the director. She would be considered director of photography. So she would be the cinematographer. So she's the one who's actually
fabulous because of how she gets in there. It's interesting. It's not gritty. You understand what I'm saying? Usually when someone gets in there, it's gritty.
It's still very clean, very, very clean. Yeah.
And there's a beauty to it, right?
And she's so good when we're doing choreography. So before we go on site, you know, I'll send her videos that like, I kind of want it to look like this. I'll send her pictures of the site location and video of the site location. And then I will also send her the choreography. And so what she does is she flips it. And in her mind, she's following us, learning the choreography in reverse, backwards, so she can follow our movements and follow our walk. And she's out there. She's out there.
Yeah.
Amazing,
Excellent.
talented, you know.
Well, now you had mentioned Justice.
Yeah.
So, and I think we have a clip of that. So let's take a look at Justice.
I love this video.
By Marck Angel.
Thank you.
We protest in the streets, defund police. We see brutality, transforming our reality. Racism, bigotry, do the map soft. You vote for Trump, then do the fucking problem. 2020 can't breathe, why you gotta die? Ran up behind the house, let the bullets fly. This the end of the day, to burn the sage. Please take the Mexican kids out of the cage. And no, all lives can't have a word. If the black trans lives don't matter first. Another homicide, unsolved cases. I stand with my sisters, with blood in our faces. We get knocked down, but we still fight. I voted for Obama, now I'm voting Biden. We built this land, we want reparations for the murder and the slaves and the segregation.
What you have to look at is what is happening in this country. And what is really happening is that brother has murdered brother knowing it was his brother. White men have lynched Negroes knowing them to be their sons. White women have had Negroes burned knowing them to be their lovers. It is not a racial problem. It's a problem whether or not you're willing to look at your life and be responsible for it and then begin to change it.
You think you're the only one that can take it from the top, but you stole it from me. You think you're the only one just because you're black doesn't mean you want me. You said you would protect our rights in
is a war. Make my life hard to win cause they embellish the score. Change the rules mid-game, see what we fighting for. It's justice, equality, much more. Not diamonds, not gold, other minerals are ore. No scrabble on paper, no planes, we gotta draw. Sugar coat, could I, but I give it to you raw. Filet mignon, bloody red, that's raw. Like seeing the white meat, beating your knuckles on the wall. Yes, we need justice. Yes, we need justice.
Yes. Yes.
Can you guys hear me? Because I put in my earpods so that would be.
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Yes, that's much better.
I tell you, I never run anything that long on the show. I always cut it. That is just a beautiful piece of business. Everything about it. It's like a perfect piece. And
thank you.
Yeah, I just, what you do, first of all, is so much needed. But second of all, you need to keep cranking out stuff on this level because people need to hear this. You bringing people closer together by it. And it's a great way to get out your political message. We're all trying to get our political message right now, right? We all go on social media, and I've got tons of friends on there, giving their opinion. My page is purely entertainment. I am super and super involved in this community. And I'm, as Tim is, okay, Tim's doing Bronx Pride. I don't put it on my page, not because I'm like a kiss ass. I don't put it on my page because to me, on my page, it's like so much garbage. Far more effective. Look at this vehicle that you created, right? When this video plays and it gets hits, all the people that you're going to be able to reach by it and all the people that you have reached by it.
Thank you. Well, Wendy, I think that your work, I think work has to be what feels, and your work doesn't really have to be, posting political, that your work is interviewing folks like.
Right. Wait, we're getting every third word. I maybe take the earbuds out. Yeah. No more. Yeah, take them out. I take those earbuds. But yeah, it is about our work or how we are.
Hold on. Can we hear you now? Say something.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we got
yes.
Okay.
Got me? Okay. Yep. Cool. I don't want the producer yelling at me, so I was like, I'll put it in.
On this show, we're one big happy family.
Now I know Michael Jackson was a huge inspiration for you, but I see Janet all over.
Yeah, Janet's my number one. Yeah.
I can definitely see that.
I think Michael is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. I think he's done. There's nobody that's. But Janet is the one that I kind of honed on to growing up. Her, Michael, Mary J. Blige, TLC, they all taught me how to dance. I gravitate to singer dancers. So, Justin Timberlake, but Janet definitely. Rhythm Nation changed my life. I wouldn't have done Seraphim. I wouldn't probably be doing music if Rhythm Nation didn't happen.
Yeah, I can see that inspiration in you. Definitely.
Yeah, you totally can.
Yeah, I want to kind of rewind back to out music.
Sure.
Out music, because that was such a great time. And that was back with I'm trying to think, Swanee River, who you said you worked with, and
Swanee, it was Deidre, it was
Meredith,
these slaves of the, it was a whole bunch of people.
Right. Levi Price,
yes.
Ari Gold,
God rest his soul.
Brian
yes.
Kent, Brian Kent.
Yes, Brian.
Yes, it was just such a fun time. We need to bring something like that back.
I heard a little rumor that it's supposed to be coming back, but I don't know. I don't know. They've been saying that for a while.
Why do you
I
think
would
it
love
went
that.
away? Why do you, because I only know a little about it. You all know way more. Why do you think it went away and not?
Well, it was, I think the powers that be running it and all of that, it just kind of got flushed down the toilet.
Yeah.
It kind of imploded or destroyed itself, unfortunately.
I think so.
It was, but the premise of it and the purpose of it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was actually started off as a project that two men decided to start to see what happened, and everybody just kind of literally came out of the woodwork.
We exist, because they exist. We exist,
And it was the first time that LGBT talent was welcome into a space, and it was just overwhelming. It was just wonderful.
And I love the GLAAD Awards, but I think the Out Music Awards was really specified on music. It was like the Grammys for queer folks. So it was really, really good. And I remember Ronnie Raitt was there. Michelle Indiacello was there. Like, it was just
Michelle was there.
It was a good mix of mainstream and independent artists that came
I don't
together.
know if you remember Athena Wright.
No.
Singer songwriter. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, she was back in town the other day. I just had lunch with her the other day.
Oh, well, next time I'm in New York, which hopefully be this month coming up.
Oh yeah,
we need to have drinks or something. Like,
absolutely, definitely. Because I've got like a couple things I want to talk to you about, like collaboration or something. I would love to sing with you.
Fantastic.
Like do
your
some
voice
number.
has such a unique quality to it. It's a falsetto.
Yeah.
Was this voice cultivated through choir? How much influence did choir have on you growing up?
Well, one, it comes from my dad, because my dad had the same voice, ironically, right?
Your dad was.
They used to call him little boy. Yeah, because he used to pick up the phone and he used to call, hey, little boy. They used to call him little boy. He had an incredible falsetto. So he passed when I was much younger. But I remember his voice, and my family says, yeah, they used to call him little boy. But the first time that I actually sang in front of an audience was actually through musical theater in junior high school, 7th, 8th grade. I went for an audition for a play called Gospel, which also is a spiritual film, right?
Perfect for you.
That divine energy is always flowing.
The whole thing.
And I went to audition for the piece, not knowing, I mean, you sing, you're a kid, you're singing and dancing, it is what it is. You're always singing and dancing and running around. And I went for the audition, and I remember Miss Mizrandina, shout out to Miss Mizrandina, if she's still around. She was like, you're 13 and 14 and you still can sound like that. Yeah. Okay, you got the part. And so she gave me the Jesus part, which was the Jesus part. And did the play. My mother wasn't even going to come to the play that night. I was like, no, Ma, you got to understand that I'm the star, I'm the lead. She went, and she was just like, I didn't know. I mean, I'm around the house singing all the time, but it's just being a kid. And she had no idea. She had no idea. And so that kind of set it off. So I never had any issue with, Ma, I need a keyboard. Ma, I want to,
So she was supportive.
Yeah. Nice. She helped me buy all my equipment, all of that stuff. I mean, of course, your father passes away, so he leaves you a little bit. So whatever I had from him, I was able to buy my music equipment because I didn't want to, pay money to go to the studio to listen to producers who don't want to listen to me. Right. So, so
such incredible support from your mother. There's a lot of people, as you know, in rap.
She was there. She was there the other night at the show.
She was?
She was at 3. She came.
Which one was your mother?
Little old lady. She had a little cane.
I saw her sitting against the wall. That was Mom.
That's
man. I wish she had to be like 10 kinds of proud. I wish I had met her.
Yeah, she tries to come to every show. I mean, I've done shows in Atlanta. I've done shows in Miami. She's gotten on the plane. And she tries to come as much as possible.
Don't you think that has made a huge difference? Pardon the pun, rappers get a bad rap because a lot of them really came out of like messed up situations and became successful in spite of it, but they came out of messed up situations. Your situation, it seemed like, your mom was behind you. It was much more supportive. School was, everything was supportive for you.
Yeah. I cannot credit my parents outside of God. I can't credit my parents more. It's gonna make me like get misty when I think about it. My dad, like I said, passed away when I was a child, but I do remember him. But my mom always made sure that I remembered him. I have all of his equipment. That's some of his equipment right there behind you, like from way back. And those are old things, but I have them.
I love that you have it there.
Yeah, to remind me of him. And my mom was, you can do your music, you can sing and dance as much as you want, watch all these music videos and tear up as much as you want, but you're gonna have to get your schoolwork done too. So that was her, because she understood the balance between the two, and she said, if you want to do this, you have to have a foundation and learn as much as you can. And so, yeah, through all your engineering school, through undergrad, yeah, she's just always been an incredible force.
Lovely.
Where did you pick up such a great business sense?
Who, me?
Yeah.
From my mom. From my mom.
Wow.
Yeah, like she was like, I remember even being a child, she was the one who ran the household in regards to the business and the finances. My father worked so much. He just came home and gave her the check, and I remember seeing that as a child. And so even now, you were talking about dotting I's and crossing T's and make sure you're on time and make sure you rehearse and you practice. She would always say, I was like, Ma, I can't I want to hit this note on Ma. I want to practice, Mark. Practice. Same thing Michael Jackson says, practice.
Yeah.
So I love you, Ma.
Now, as far as your father, do you have like a song that reminds you of him, or that you dedicate to him, or with something where you can feel him?
No, because I feel him all the time. Okay. Like
he's a part of you.
With the only reason why I know about Michael Jackson and Motown and all of those amazing artists is because of him. I remember being a child in Long Island, and we have the basement, and that's where his music, that's where all this stuff was. And I would wake up in the middle of the night around 1:00 and go down and get on the top of the stairs and see him. And he'd be like, come, I want you to hear this. I want you to hear the OJs. I want you to hear the Whispers. I want you to hear Gladys Knight and the Pips. I want you to hear Nina Simone. I want you to hear all of these amazing artists. And of course he knew, the Michael Jackson and Prince, that's, but he wanted me to understand where they got it from. You know what I mean? And it wasn't just about the singers. It was, okay, when you hear that, that's a bass. That's a kick. That's a snare. Those are pianos. Those are keyboards. He would break it down to me. So all of those lessons are what I learned when I listen to music and when I produce now. And okay, this is the wall of sound. This is what you need to kind of check off. Now, how do you take it and fill it in with what you want to fill it in with? And so that's the way I kind of think about it. When I hear music, I kind of break it apart. And hear all the instruments. Oh, okay. All right.
Well, that's your own talent that it is the finished product on all of this, right? You took everything your father gave you, and then now with what's within you, it's amazing.
Yeah, I just started realizing that as you get older, you're like, I'm not like them.
I know.
And then you get older, you're like, oh my gosh, I got that from the picture. It's one big happy. This picture was inspired by their wedding picture that's in the house in Long Island. They had a sepia, wedding picture of them with the backdrop of a window, and all of those things have put little Easter eggs in me to say, okay, they're little inspirations, and they come out in honor. So when you say, honoring my mother and father, and
oh my God,
it comes out with those sorts of things outside of just saying thank you and I love you and I hope to be able to buy you a house one day. Other than
that, you are definitely a product of your mother and father.
Oh yeah, and well on the path to being able to buy them that house someday, right? Your mom at least.
That would be like, okay, you did a good job as a kid.
Now, a couple of other things. One is because we're always talking about how the industry has changed. And there's so many, I've got such conflicting feelings about so much of the industry right now, because it's wonderful now that music can be made on your laptop, or a movie.
Literally
movie from your iPhone. You can, you know, there we have everything available to us at our fingertips. However, the thing that kind of drives me nuts is there's a whole ocean of kind of mediocrity out there, and you are exceptional. Your talent is exceptional. So how do you keep from getting lost in the ocean of everything?
The algorithmic TikTok-y navigation.
Yes.
I call it the algorithm ocean of mediocrity. That's the name. That's going to be in your next song. I want you to write that song.
I'll give you a song credit, Wendy. Okay.
But how do you do it?
Okay. One, I think that there's room for everything. I think that the audience will eventually sift out what they want and what they don't want.
Right.
It is an inevitable fact that, you know, after COVID, you know, everybody wanted to be a therapist, a rapper, a singer, a dancer, you know, a cook. You know, not everybody wants to do it because they had the time to figure out their dreams and their hobbies and what they want to do. That's fine. But I think there's a place for it, and I think that the audience can see the difference, even though it's blurring a little bit more now. The audience can see the difference. So that's gonna happen. The algorithm is gonna happen. We're already here. I think, in the words of Prince, you know, if you don't adapt to it, you're gonna get left behind.
Yes, very true.
However, the foundation should be an authentic love, authentic drive, actually doing the work. Putting as high a quality as you possibly can. And not to say that I'm just going from what I like to do. And what's worked for me. It's not whether we want to navigate it or not, we're going to have to.
Yeah.
We're here. It's not going anywhere. And the more AI, even the more AI stuff that's coming, I'm looking at some stuff like, I'm like, that wasn't even real. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I read something that there was an AI artist that has like 3 million followers or something like that, and they're not even a real person.
Oh,
you know, nobody knew that they were real. They were making, you know,
and
nobody knows who the creator of the band was, but it's an AI band. So we're here. It's not going anywhere. We just have to be better.
Yes.
Real creatives when I say real creatives,
I agree.
People who do the work, people who are not just trying to live out their career in their living room and their bathroom.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Agree. Absolutely.
So it's here. We have to continue to create from our hearts the best that we can, and people will connect to it. Yeah.
I agree. 100%.
Keep going, because it's not going anywhere, Tim.
Like, tell yourself when you deal with rejection. You were rejected by Atlantic Records because of the quote unquote gay thing.
I don't want to put them out there like that.
Get out. It's like, my God, I don't know when that was. Okay. And I would like to think that it's not going to happen now. When was that?
I hope this was when I was doing the Angel Dust album.
Okay. So that was like what, 2018?
No, I did the Angel Dust album in 2013, 14.
2013. Okay, so we've had some time go by.
We've had some time, yeah.
But in my opinion, it's because of people like you who had the courage and the authenticity to start breaking those walls down. It's much easier today and much more accepted because of you.
Oh,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
And it was twice, and it happened
twice.
Sorry, Annette.
Because you know once is not enough.
At the same label, at the same company?
No, same label.
What?
But
They thought you would change?
Two different
Are you still gay? Are you still gay?
Yeah, two
different executives.
Two different A&R regimes, because you know they change A&R all the time.
Oh my God.
And it was, oh my gosh, he's great. Like it could have gone, you know, the Usher, Chris Brown, Justin Timberlake, you know, one of the I call them the Michael Jackson, Bobby Brown spinoffs, right? That's what we come from. And But I was like, no, I got a whole man at home. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, and the thing of having to downplay your sexuality or try to be someone else,
Yeah.
that's something from day one that I'm not with the SHIT.
Yeah.
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 Well, speaking of swear words, tell us about fuckboy.
Oh, can I say, and thank you for liking Justice. That was the film short that we sent out to the film festivals last year in order to prep them for the Seraphim Full feature film.
Okay, even that is a brilliant business move. Brilliant.
Yeah, I was like, how are we gonna? I'm a musician. They don't care who I am. So it was like, okay, well, let's hit them with some music and hit them with what you're about, and it'll prepare them. So that video got 18 official selections.
Yeah, well, it's great.
And Seraphim, the motion picture, just got 2 more, so we have 28 official selections. So I'm just so happy and thankful to everybody who supported this project so far. Yeah.
So with these film festivals, are there festivals coming up? I know you did the Big Apple Festival, but are there ones coming up where Tim and I can go and see it, on the screen, Seraphim, the full length?
So the next 2 cities that we're going to be at is Miami and and Pasadena, LA. That's in August. If anyone wants to find out, they can markangel.com. It's going to be somewhere down there. And they can find out the dates. I think it's August 17th and then Labor Day weekend so August 17th is Pasadena, LA.
Pasadena, okay.
And Labor Day weekend is Miami. The Urban Film Festival in Miami, Florida, which is another big one. I'm shocked. That's a straight urban film festival. So the fact that they
I love it.
Yeah, that's really nice.
That's what I'm talking about. You just keep being authentic, keep pumping it out there, and keep educating the world, because that is a form of education. For this,
but I see you, believe it or not, why I loved your music, and you're so damn mainstream to me. I'm like, this whole product that you've created is so sellable. It's sellable for gay. It's sellable for straight. It's sellable for black. It's sellable for white. You got it all going on, Mark.
Thank you. It was Big Apple Film Festival. That was our first screening. And when we got there, we were like, because it's so mainstream, and not to say that we put the gate on ourselves, but you have so many gatekeepers, and you just this underdog, this I call it the little project that could, and we're just chugging along. I think I can. And so when you get, quote unquote, the mainstream to say, oh, hey, come on in the room, it was like, us?
Do they mean me? Right.
Yeah. So it was really, really nice. Really nice.
Now, what have you got coming up? What's coming up?
Oh, gosh. So thank God I get to kind of take a little break from September. Oh, I do have one more event, but they told me not to say anything. So it's coming in September.
But you gotta let us know in
September.
It's gonna be a big thing in LA, but I will definitely let you guys know.
Absolutely. But people.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, but people can find out by going to your website, which is markangel.com, but Mark is M-A-R-C-K.
Yes, Mark is
markangel.com.
Or I found out,
or Marck Angel on Instagram.
Yes. As I found out, the other Marck Angel's a comedian.
Yeah. he's a I think he's from Ghana. African comedian from Ghana. He's doing his thing over there too. I think he has a hit show on YouTube and everything. So we get kind of in the same algorithm sometimes.
Yeah. It's so funny. It is so funny.
Oh gosh. I am so overjoyed and so proud of you. You just keep doing Marck Angel.
Thank you.
Keep being you
and music. Thank you. And we have the new single out. I can't say it on here, but F-Boy is F-U-C-K. Oh, I can say it.
That's what I wanted to ask you about was Fuckboy.
Yeah, with Seven Deep, who's this upcoming. He so talented. Like his verses are so talented. I had to work with him. He was on Out TV. He did a show on reality show on Out TV. We met and I said, I want to do something with you. And he was like, sure. We've had this song. We had his parts like 3 years ago, but we just came out, with the single and put it out. Hopefully we'll be able to do a video depending on schedules, because we're both, he's a rapper dancer and I'm a singer dancer. So that would be cute to do a little,
Definitely.
Lady Gaga, Beyonce moment. So yeah,
Most definitely.
that's what we have coming up. And then everything else is markangel.com. But after September, I do get a little break between I always try to take that fall time to around my birthday time to kind of like take a second.
Good.
But if something comes up, fine.
But that's very important to do, is just take a little time, breathe, jump back in again. You got that is true all through life.
Absolutely. Mark, Phoenix 360, who produced the Pride show you were in, Alan was on this show. I did an interview with him as well.
I'm going to say, I got that from Eileen Shapiro.
That's my PR person.
Her, and actually, I did a photo shoot for Get Out magazine.
Right, Mike Todd with Billy Hess.
With Billy, yes.
Billy,
Shout out to Billy.
Family.
We love Billy.
By the way, let's plug Billy Hess right now. Amazing photographer. Took incredible pictures of me. And I saw the pictures he did of you that night. They were amazing.
Yeah. He has a good eye. I mean, he's one of those that takes these historical pictures that you look back, 10, 20 years from now. You're like, oh my gosh, I did that.
He got that moment. He's good at that.
So shout out to Billy and Get Out magazine and Eileen. So they just contacted me and they said, hey, you want to do this? And I was like, absolutely. Absolutely.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history.
Well, I am so looking forward to everything you've got coming up.
Thank you. And please, when Surf from the Motion Picture, hopefully and prayerfully, gets distributed or comes out, definitely please support it. We're going to try to push it all the way. I see they did a great.
You got to invite us to the opening. Tim and I love opening.
I will. Yes.
We'll cover the red carpet for you.
One of our producers is on Noah's Ark, the Noah's Ark movie, Dwight Allen O'Neill. So he's been trying to juggle between helping us and helping
really. His hands are full
at the same time. So but it's great to. I'm just so glad that I have met so many amazing people in so many different aspects like you guys, and thank you for looking out for me, because Marck Angel is the little engine that could. We're trying to get there. So.
Yes, he is.
And the Grammys. We got inducted to the Grammys. We got our Grammy induction this past week, so we're part of the Academy now.
Right. That's huge.
I've been trying for a long time.
That's wonderful.
That's huge.
Oh my God.
So I'm a voting Grammy member now, so I'm very, very happy.
Yes.
That's so fabulous. I guess that divine intervention's working for you.
And folks, like, I mean, I had two mentors. I had Matt Cusson, who's a Grammy nominated musician, and Liquid. Liquid.
Liquid, of course.
Right? So they've been sort of grooming me through the whole process, and we tried for the past couple of years, but we just got it this year. So
wow,
excellent! Congratulations!
Amazing. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for being who you are. For the great stuff that you're putting out there. You're uplifting people. We need that right now.
Yes, I call it the third eye, right?
And everybody go to markangel.com, and that's Mark, MARCK, angel.com.
Yes.
For everything Marck Angel.
And it's that on every other social media as well. So you can find me on Twitter, TikTok. It's all Marck Angel. As long as you put the C and the K on it.
MARCK. That's how it goes.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.